Hope everybody had an awesome weekend. I am just working in the tent and thought I'd update you guys on everything we've got going on this week. So, first order of business are our seedlings. I've got 4 new pepper plants emerging. We're gonna get them in the buckets this week, so stay tuned for the transplant video. We've got more stuff germinating, but as for what's sprouted, we've got those peppers that I just showed you. And this is all romaine. We've got some leaf lettuce over there. Looks like it's doing great. These guys are all gonna go in the orange tower when they're proper size. We're gonna try to get them in foam collars. For now, I have this tower powered off because I don't wanna wear the lights out. As for the buckets, I've had a bit of a busy morning, but we're gonna go through it all. I'm gonna show you everything. So what I've been trying to do for the last week is completely eliminate the clay pebbles. I love them, but they do leave a lot of debris in my system, and they actually don't allow for proper oxygen for the roots. So you'll notice some of these roots look a little brown, but once they start really growing, they'll be better. So that's our cucumber plant. I'll try to get it on the trellis within the next week or so. It's almost large enough, so when it's time, the tendrils will attach, and we'll add some clips for some extra support. But for now, there's nothing in its way, so I'm just letting it grow on the buckets. I went ahead and took out all the hydroclay and filled all these guys with foam collars just to eliminate any unnecessary additional debris. So this is a tomato plant that was quite stunted, but it is finally doing better. I just increased the watering and it's beginning to take off. Here we have another one that was a little stunted, but now it's definitely on the mend. Look at those beautiful roots. These guys have just taken off. They look so gorgeous and so healthy and so green and so fuzzy. Those little hairs that you see on it, the more you see, the healthier the plant is. So looks like I'm doing something right. But again, some of the roots are looking a little rough because of the hydroclay. At least that's what I think. I could be wrong. Might be wrong, but we'll see with time. Only time will tell. But they're still looking great. They're growing very well, and they're already almost touching the trellis. So we're gonna have to clip those in place soon. Moving on. This morning I had to do some pepper damage control. The hydroclay wasn't allowing for proper air circulation, and the roots were really struggling, as you can see here. Well, honestly, now they're even looking better than they did a couple hours ago, but they were looking brutal. So I moved them. So I only have foam collars that are 3 inches, so I had to switch up the lids. I initially wanted to put them in the 1 vessel buckets, but had to opt for the 4 vessel buckets and only populated 2 of the ports so that the roots can have this whole container to themselves rather than having 4 plants to a bucket and the roots all fighting to share for space. But this pepper plant is already looking better. It looks like it's thanking me for moving it because it's becoming a deeper green and it's perked up a little more. So I guarantee within the next couple of days we're gonna see some great results, and I really can't wait to share with you guys. Next up, I've got a Chinese 5-color pepper and a poblano pepper. I'm actually not sure which is which. I labeled them and now I don't know, but I know I have one of each. And then this I'm so excited about. This was a little experiment to see if I can start a zinnia plant in the bucket system. I have a huge cut flower garden outside every summer, and I usually start my seeds in a seedling tray with soil. But I thought, you know what, how cool would it be if I could start everything in these buckets and then just keep propagating cuttings, and I'll just have a massive garden full of healthy plants that will have started in an aeroponic system. So that is so exciting to me. The idea of being able to start my garden in here and really get a head start. Look at those beautiful roots. They're looking so clean and so beautiful, and that's because from the get-go, no hydroclay. I'm really starting to love growing with no grow medium at all. The foam collars do a great job. They support the plant properly, they don't squish the stalk, and my plants look very happy. But since I don't have the 4-inch foam collars, the cucumbers as well as the tomatoes will stay as is. Now, for the tower, got a little bit of a cleanup to do, but everything is really just thriving. It's so incredible to see what a few days can do. I will be definitely eating this soon. It looks quite ready. I moved my strawberry plants to the foam collars because same issue. The roots looked like they were having a hard time pushing through the hydroclay. So maybe because I've noticed that my tomato plants are fine in the hydroclay. So I'm wondering if it's just a different root structure. Are the roots more powerful in a tomato plant that they can just bust through the hydroclay, whereas these guys, maybe they're more fragile and it's more difficult for them to find their way around the clay pebbles? I don't know, but they're doing better now. They're in the foam collars. I also moved the dill to a foam collar. It's looking a lot better. And then we've got all our green onion, and we've got all our romaine baby seedlings that are doing quite well. More lettuce, and then we've got our kale. The kale is growing so fast. I just put it in a couple days ago, and you can already see a significant difference. It's just looking so beautiful. I can't wait. I'm very, very, very excited. There's a little romaine seedling, some leaf lettuce. Look how beautiful that is. It's just looking so great in the foam collars. Beautiful. Got our little parsley here that I moved last week into the foam collar, and it's thriving. Got our second one here, seems to be doing better. So all in all, things are really looking great. My lemon seedlings had a little bit of a rough time. I'm so scared to water them properly because I don't want fungus gnats. So this guy got a little bent out of shape on the weekend, but I just gave it a good watering, and already it's starting to perk back up again. So I'm happy with that. And that's it. Today I'm gonna be doing a little vacuum. I vacuum the tent once a week. Just, you know, I walk in and out of here. I'm usually very clean, but it's always good to keep it extra, extra clean because you can never be too sure. And then, like I mentioned, I'm going to be germinating a lot more of these zinnia flowers, and I plan on filling the rest of these buckets up, all 4 ports with flowers. That way I can get a really good head start on my outdoor summer garden. So I cannot wait to show you guys the process of that. And I got a electric toothbrush to keep inside the tent for when it comes time to hand pollinate. But other than that, that's pretty much what is new in the grow tent. I can't wait to share more detail with you guys this week. And as always, have a wonderful day and follow me to learn more.